psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome to my psychic reading, my live psychic reading on Tupac. Even though this is pre-recorded, this is still kind of live. Pretty much we are recording and editing this video. Well, I'm recording and editing this video live. I won't tell you what program I'm using because it's a secret. And I don't want to give away all my YouTube secrets. So we are doing this pretty much live, and yeah, so with that being said, thank you for listening and watching. I am Lamarr Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. Usually on my channel, I try to post every day. Lately, I have not been posting every day. I've just been resting as a psychic, energy channeler, tarot reader, astrologer, manifester, I guess. It's important to rest. It's important to take time for yourself, especially when I have clients. So if you would be interested in a personal reading, definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for personal readings, and I would love to read for you. So, I do psychic tarot readings like I'm about to do right now. I also do astrology, natal chart, birth chart readings, which are a big hit as well. I also do candle work, and I sell bracelets, which I'm hoping to get done today. I know I've been saying this for like weeks now that I'm going to put my bracelets on my website, but I'm really hoping that I can get that done today because that's one thing on my list. Today's just been kind of all over the place. I bought a camera from Target. It turned out to not be what I needed, so I had to return it. And then I ended up having to buy a camera, the exact same one that I'm using right now, on eBay. But I'm not going to get that for like another month or two because of shipping issues right now going on, I guess, with quarantine. So it's just been like a kind of irritating day, and I was just like, I need like something to help me kind of like get my like vibe back, because my vibe's been lost a little bit. So I don't know, it's just like I was like, I need to read someone. Who do I need to read on? Who have I been kind of slacking on? Tupac. You guys have been asking me to read Tupac for so long, and I'm like, you know what, I think maybe there's a message that Tupac has for me somewhere today, because today's been a rough day. But I figured right now would be the perfect time to do Tupac. Like I said, I've been having a lot of readings lately, so I'm just coming off a 1-hour client reading that I did with a client who was going through some troubling issues as well. So I've been really busy with clients. I mean, yesterday I had like 5 or 6 clients. It's just, I read a lot of clients a month. So it just gets exhausting, and it's important that I take time for myself, and it's important that you all take time for yourselves, especially y'all calling me honey. Like, that's very, very important to take time for yourself and care for yourself. And I tell you that a lot during your readings. Take time for yourself, focus on yourself, blah, blah, blah. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe so you can get more exclusive content, alright, and more content from me. Make sure you also hit the bell, whether you're subscribed or not, so that you will get all notifications every time I go live or upload a brand new video. Also, if you would want more exclusive access to content, it's just part 2 of this reading. There will be a part 2, then definitely check out my Vimeo channel. The link will be in the description box below in the comment section below, vimeo.com/Lamarr Townsend Tarot. It will also be in the comment section. The link to my website will also be in the comment section. And lastly, follow me on my social media. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are the only social medias I have outside of YouTube currently. So follow me on those platforms. I do go live a lot on Instagram and Facebook. And I try to post often on TikTok, as often as I can. I'm pretty sure the more followers I get on TikTok, the more, I will want to create. Because I like people seeing the stuff I create. It's important when you're an artist. But nonetheless, those are my platforms, so if you would be interested in keeping in touch or getting a read from me, definitely contact me. So, before we get the reading started, first of all, I definitely have to sage in here, alright, up in here, up in here. For those of you who like my little rose here, I made another one that's like a sunflower. But I'm gonna have to figure out what outfit I want to wear with that. I've been wearing this all day. I'm like when I went shopping and stuff, I have this in my hair. I made it myself. I used a clip that I had bought from where Ulta or something like that, and I just kind of taped and glued and wired this onto the clip. So it's like you can take it on and off. It's a clip, and I try to hide it with my hair so you actually can't see it's a clip. But it's a clip. So I think it's really cute. It's a feminine touch when I don't feel like putting on makeup, like today. I just didn't feel like putting on makeup today. Some days we just have those moments. So I was like, I need like a little feminine touch, a little feminine moment. So I was like, this clip is the perfect touch. All right, so let's go ahead and cleanse the energies. Before I get into this reading, I also want to preface this by saying it seems like I have to do this now because people get mad when I get facts wrong, like people's names and the schools they went to and the places they were born. Um, I don't claim to be a huge fan of Tupac. So if I get some facts wrong, it's like it's okay. If I get his mother's name wrong or if I get some things wrong when it comes to that, I don't claim to be a fan of Tupac. I'm literally just channeling energy and spirit. So whatever spirit tells me, that's what I'm going to say. Whatever spirit shows me, that's what I'm going to talk about. I don't know, I like Tupac's music, but I'm not a huge fan. So please forgive me if I get some, stuff wrong, like the names of his songs and stuff like that. All right. Because people got mad at me in a reading I did for Elvis Presley's grandson. I got the grandmother and the mother's name mixed up, but the reading was still pretty much accurate, right? So it's whatever. Anyways, I'm just the psychic with a T, okay? Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck mini past, or cleansing the energy of this space for mini past readings and opening up the channel so that I can get a good reading on Tupac and allowing Tupac to show us what he has to say to us at this time. What messages does Tupac have for us in the name of Jesus? Thank you for opening up the channels. And thank you for allowing this to be a good reading. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions. Thank you for protecting the energies, thoughts, minds, and emotions of those watching this video. And thank you for allowing the energy to leave and be released once this reading is over. Amen, amen, and amen. Okay. Okay, let's start channeling the energies. Was Tupac a Gemini? I get Gemini vibes from him. I feel like I don't know. I see him like thinking a lot. Like I see him smoking a lot, whether it's cigarettes, weed, or whatever, and just thinking a lot. Like he seemed like a thinker. Like he seemed like he was a thinker, and he analyzed everything. That's why I'm wondering if he has like Gemini or Virgo in his chart somewhere, because it's like I get Mercury vibes from him. He was a thinker, and he was very well educated. I get the energy from him that he was very well educated. He was almost like I get art student vibes from Tupac. Like I don't know if he was actually an art student, but I could see him being like an art student. Like I think he was a rapper, of course, but he like got inspiration from a lot of different art mediums and a lot of different places. I feel like he was inspired. I don't know why I see John Beskeet or whatever his name is, the one of the like a black painter. John Beskeet. He had dreads and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm seeing him, but I don't know if like this is a synonym or a metaphor for or spirit saying that like maybe Tupac was inspired by John Beskeet, or maybe he was inspired by art, paintings and stuff like that. Like that's kind of like I could see Tupac being that kind of guy that like could look at a painting and actually appreciate the time and effort and perspective put into an art piece. Like I see him being that kind of way. Like I feel like he was big about art. I feel like had he lived, he would have invested in art. He would have invested in like his community, which I'm feeling like is more so like urban communities, like poor, lower income communities, like poorer communities. Like I feel like he would have invested into that. Like, and I don't know why I don't know why I see it's school for Tupac or something to do with school. So I'm wondering if, like, I don't know where, I think he's from California, right? Like, I don't know if there's a school out there where they have a course in Tupac, or there's something dedicated to Tupac, but I see something like that, like something made in his honor, a program, a schooling made in his honor, like maybe that's something. I feel like that's more so something he would have moved towards when it came to, like, if he had actually lived. That's what I feel. That's what I see. He was psychic. He was intuitive. He saw stuff before they happened. He saw stuff before they happened. Like, I feel like someone could. Tupac was the type of person where he would be. I don't know why I see him being in the studio, and he's laughing and kikiing it up with his boys, and it's like someone comes in and they have a certain energy, and Tupac, like, immediately as soon as they come in, like, zooms in on that person, right? And it's like Tupac just kind of like watches that person kind of just kind of finesse the room and walk around the room and interact with everyone. And it's like that person leaves, and it's like Tupac is like, yo, that person has bad energy, right? That boy is about to set you up, right? Like, he don't like you. I could, like, that's how Tupac was. And it's like, I don't know why I see people being like, no, Pac, it's not like that. It's like, nah, nah. Like, I get a vibe from this dude. Like, I can see. Like, that's how Tupac was. And 9 times out of 10, he was right. Um, because he also had like a street. I don't want to say mentality, but like a street, He was educated in the streets as well. Like, he knew how things were in the streets. And as he elevated, he like applied that to things that he saw in the industry, and things that he saw around him in terms of people and interactions with people. Like, he was a very observant kind of guy too. That's what I think he was psychic. I think he was intuitive. That's literally what I feel. I think he made predictions. Like, I think he like made his own predictions. I think he was open to a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if he was into tarot or like while he was alive or open to that, but I could see him being open to that at some point in his life. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was into energy. You know what kind of his energy reminds me a little bit of? At least the Left Eye Lopez. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like, I feel like Tupac eventually, had he lived, may have had at least a Left Eye Lopez moment where he, like, would have gone to something like Honduras, had a spiritual awakening, something like that. Because I think he was into those types of things. He got it. He got how energy worked. He got how spirituality worked. He got that. That made sense to him. And I think that's why it was so easy for him to transcend different races as well. Just also in terms of his music, but also in terms of like the people he actually interacted with and he hung out around. Because I feel the energy that Tupac could fit in almost any space. Like, he could fit with the white people, the down white people, whatever that means, right? And then also like the kind of stuffy, white people, the Emmy white people, the those types of people. He could fit in with the Mexicans and the Spanish and the Latinx and the Asians and the like. He was that kind of person, and he transcended culture. That's what I get, because I think he was spiritual and he was highly artistic. That's what he was highly gifted. I just heard highly gifted. He was literally gifted his gifts by God. I mean, that's literally what I feel. I feel like there's a reason why his music today still affects people in a positive way. That's what I feel. Still affects people in a way where it's like people that have never met him are like, damn, I miss Pac. Like, I see that. I feel that energy from his fans. Um, I'm hearing you are appreciated. That's my song. Mm, mm, yes. That is my song, honey. Okay, back to focusing. You are appreciated. I think he's saying that to me though. Like, I think I appreciate you too. I like his energy. He's very polite and nice. Actually, he's very nice. Like, I like him. He's very respectful. And I think he understands, like, I know you've had a rough day, like, like, he's kind of letting me just kind of take the lead. That's what I feel when it comes to the reading. But if there's anything you want to say, Pac, please, like, intervene. All right? Like, don't let my mood, that's irrelevant. That's not important. Um, I'm just trying to see what else he wants to talk about the black community. The black community is in despair. There are no leaders. There is no leader. Everyone's for themselves when it comes to the black community. Obama, he's naming Obama. Um, Jay-Z. Like, look at how these people maneuver and move. Like, it's all about themselves. It's all about greed. And he's saying these people have always been this way. Like, I don't know if he's talking about Obama or more so Jay-Z. Um, I'm wondering if Tupac and Jay-Z ever, like, crossed paths. Because I don't know why I see Tupac looking at Jay-Z and being like, he's good, but there's something about Homeboy where it's the vibe. Like, Tupac was all about vibes, so it's like something like that. I don't know if him and Jay-Z vibed the best. I see something about, like, also Tupac and Snoop Dogg, though. I think Tupac is actually on the other side working through certain leaders in the rap community to help build the rap community up, because there's something about building the rap community up and the people in the rap community, and the people in the rap community demanding more for themselves, men and women, not only demanding more for themselves, but demanding more for their public. It's like, in doing that, that's actually going to build up the black community. That's quite interesting. Because, he's saying rappers are the pillars of, or maybe one of the pillars, or are the pillars of the black community. One of. Okay, he's clarifying it now. One of the pillars of the black community. He's like, one of. I see him saying that. Like, he's one of the pillars. So it's like, we need to build rappers up. We need to encourage rappers to speak more truth, to speak more, less about ass, less about titties, less about money, and, like, how to empower ourselves. Like, I think that's what he was about. Like, make albums that make people think, that really, like, implant seeds into people, where it, like, they, years down the line, they think about your album and your music and how it touched them and affected them, and they feel like they can do anything. Like, that's what I'm seeing. So I see him working with Snoop Dogg a lot on the other side, so I do feel like Tupac visits Snoop Dogg. Because there is something about Snoop Dogg as well, where it's like Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg is all about, like, togetherness, especially in this day and age. He's all about togetherness, and you and this side come together. We got to work together. Like, that's what I'm feeling. So I feel like but he's also saying Snoop Dogg is kind of falling off too. Like, he's getting a little bit selfish too, as well. There's no community. He's saying there's no community. And that's what the government is doing. It's trying to break down the community through the quarantine. Now he's getting deep. I didn't think about that, actually, Tupac. I did not think about that. I did not think about that. The quarantine, and I'm not going to say the actual word because I don't want YouTube to ding me, but you know what I say when I mean quarantine. COVID-19, okay? I literally think, like, that's being used to break up communities. I feel like one of those communities is the black community. I feel like the black community is being targeted through this quarantine. That's what I feel. I didn't think about it like that. We gotta stick together. I hear him say that. We gotta stick together. Ain't no enemies except for us. Now he's saying we need people like you. Like, he's pointing to me. Tupac, don't make me cry, please. I don't like crying on camera. But people who aren't afraid to be themselves, people who are creative, people who own their shit, like, that's what I'm seeing. We got to build each other up. We need to stop tearing people like me and people like who are different in the black community down. Like, people like Basquiat. I wouldn't be surprised if he went through something in the black community where he didn't feel welcome or something like that sometimes. And Tupac saying he did. I need to do a reading on him. I'm going to write down John Basquiat. I hope that's his name. You guys know I'm not good with names, so don't beat up on me. If I say the wrong name, it is what it is. Alright? You know what I mean. John Basquiat. Oh, John Basquiat. Okay, thank you. See, that's why they're called smartphones. Love that. Alright. What else do you have to say, Tupac? Before we go into part 2, what lasting messages? He says in part 2 we're going to talk about the economy. And more behind the scenes. More behind the scenes. I don't know what that means, but now I'm letting him take the lead. What else do you have to say before we end the reading, before we end this portion? Be yourself. Be different. Be unique. Create communities. Enrich your communities. Empower your communities. Empower black people. Empower and enrich the young black people. The youth. Tell your boys, that they're handsome and that they're smart. Tell your girls that they're beautiful, that they can be whatever they want to be. That's what I'm feeling. Because that's the type of person he would have been. That's the type of father he would have been. He would have focused and empowered the youth. He doesn't like what's going on. And he's something also about Kanye West. I hear psychotic break, enrichment, empowerment, or lack thereof with Kanye. Falling to the wayside once again. Getting greedy. Not empowering your community. That's what they don't want, is they don't want us to empower our community. But we must empower our community of black people. And he's also saying Latinos too, Latinx people, empower us. Empower yourselves. We're operating as if it's a one for all, and to some degree it is, but it's also like us versus them. And I'm not just talking about black people either. I'm talking about like minorities maybe in general. Maybe some, disadvantaged white people included in there too, against them who are those in authority, those in power, those with the most money. That's what he's showing me. And it's always been that. That's what he's saying. All right, Tupac, I think we're going to end part 1 here. All right, thank you for watching and listening. Remember, if you would like a personal reading from me, definitely check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. If you would like part 2, Vimeo, it's going to be on Vimeo, so vimeo.com/Lamarr Townsend Tarot. The link will be in the description box below. Also, follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all right, at Lamarr Townsend Tarot. And subscribe if you're new, okay? See you soon. Love and light. God bless and no stress.